A wide open look for Love. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2. Russell passes to Hibbert. Rebound by Smith.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That is his first foul of the game. A different look now for Cleveland. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And Shumpert in there for Smith. Left side, Irving. Mozgov dishes to Fry. It's rebounded by Roy Hibbert. Hibbert's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And the one thing you can typically count on from Roy Hibbert is great rim protection. Last year, he dipped a little, down to 1.5 blocks a game from over 2 the year before, but shooters still had to account for him every time they drove to the rim.
LeBron kicks to Mozgov. A rebound by the Lakers.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Well, getting back to Hibbert, last year was a down one for him in a few areas. He put up his lowest points per game average since his rookie year. And Clark, his minutes in general were way down.
Yeah, and I think he may be at a bit of a crossroads in his career right now. A couple of years ago, signed a big contract. He's got the talent and he's got the desire. I think it's just a matter of him having the confidence that will lead to consistency.
On the wing, James. And stolen by Russell.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
And Fry kicks to Irving. Pass to Mozgov. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
So it's the Cavaliers now. They trail by 1. Stolen by Clarkson. And finished off by Bass.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Lakers lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break and halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
It's been an excellent game we've seen from Julius Randle. 9 points, 10 to steal.
And we really just... need to take a second to appreciate the all-around effort he's put out there today.
Well, the numbers paint the picture, and he has been what we call in my vernacular, you know where I'm going here, guys, stat sheet stuffer supreme.
Oh, supreme. So that takes it to a whole another level when you get supreme in terms of your stat sheet.
Kelloggese, right?
Yes.
Kelloggese. And now the start of the second. Half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Yeah, how about that first half? He's already scored more points than he averages on the season.
Yeah, he's on pace for a monster game. It's too bad he can't score like this every night.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in the center position.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
The drive by Russell. Lakers working the ball around now. Hibbert hits the bucket. Alfred Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's 6th man of the year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career high 55% from the floor.
That free throw, no good.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him. Down low. Smith gets it to go on the assist by Love. Smith's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. Timeout called the Lakers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The shot's good from Love. Love's got 8 points.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Dellavedova kicks to James. It's stolen by Randall. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the Cavaliers call time here.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it. And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
The drive by James. They get it back.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
The drive by Smith. Love against Bass. Kicks it out to James. 3 on the clock. James with another miss.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Amon Shumpert in for James.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
And the pass to Dellavedova. The shot no good.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Some changes for the Lakers. Hibbert comes in for Brandon Bass. And it's Russell for Jordan Clarkson. And Cleveland also making a change. Irving's checked in.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. Huertas passes to Nance. The 3 from Bryant.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
And Fry slams it in.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined. You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. They've got Roy Hibbert. Larry Nance up there with Randall. Then it's Russell. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs, swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
But they recover it. There's the dish to Fry. There's the triple. Russell kicks to Williams.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Here's Dellavedova. No good. Nance with some nice D.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
Jones dishes to Love. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
Clarkson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Guys, just watching Kevin Love, he brings so much to the table. But if you had to pick one thing, Clark, it might be the rebound.
I agree with you. I mean, he's not super athletic, doesn't blow you out of the water with his athleticism, but a few seasons back, this guy averaged 15 rebounds a game.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And guys, you look at what makes Love such a prolific rebounder. Great anticipation. I mean, he has the broad shoulders to create space in the paint, the strong anchor to hold his position. It's no wonder he's been a dominating force on the glass at every level since high school.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
Here's Fry. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, regarding Kevin Love, he had a number of difficult transitions to make last season. Most of all, perhaps, on the offensive glass. He averaged less than 2 a game after averaging 3 or more a game every other season.
Randall kicks to Kobe. Got a piece of it. And stolen by James.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart.
Williams attacking. Looks for Hibbert. Gets it to him. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Vicious to Fry. Here's Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
At the line for the Lakers.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top five. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the league.
Agreed. And the Lakers call time here.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
The Lakers making a switch here. Pass is checked in. No luck. LeBron drives in.
Yeah, strong move there. Big points on that possession. In need of a bucket late. This is the guy you want to go to.
Randall no good.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce. Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely.